Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits. That's right.
Or wireless connection.
Oh, yeah. You guys ready? Let's go! Good morning. Coming to you live from Axe Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay. Steve will be here in just a little bit. And we got to my left, Johnny Rooster.
Good Friday. There you go.
Should end that with like a fart noise. Hi, Jay.
Hi.
He's already sharing the video, aren't you? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share.
You know,
That on reset.
if you say it 7 times, you're supposedly supposed to remember it.
Like and share. Do you like? Do you share?
Oh, me share you long time.
You must like, you must share.
So good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. I am your host, Matt.
And I'm Jay.
Johnny Rooster.
Was you trying to throw me off or see if I
No,
was
I
paying attention?
threw myself off.
Fail, epic fail.
Epic? No, that's not an epic fail. I have seen some epic fails, and that is definitely not an epic fail. Today's topic, winter's just around the corner. Or I think we'll save sinuses suck or allergies suck for Monday.
Mondays are always
So the
bad
moment,
enough.
okay, so the
Got
other
you
day,
throwing on.
I'm at work, and see, ragweed pollen has been high, but it's been settled, you know. That tiny bit of rain, within 5 minutes of that, the first drops of rain the other day, my right side started to plug up on me.
Well, what did your left side get jealous and start to join in?
Yeah, yep, that's what it is. This
Can't
morning, I
win.
mean, you could hear it, like the sinuses in my head were plugged up. I mean, I can breathe fine, so it's like deep sinuses.
There's voices in my head. There's sinuses in your head. So we got
There's
something
voices
going.
in your head?
Something going on.
What kind of voices do you have in
Voices
your head?
that say, I vote against allergy issues.
That's what you were saying this morning.
I
vote-
just
you vote against
voted
them?
against it.
Hey,
Axe Media Group.
Maybe you should try that, Matt. Maybe you should register to vote against allergy issues.
against.
Vote no on proposition allergy issue.
Where's Mr. McAllister?
He is on his way. Him and his wife are on their way. I got a message saying, hey, we're on our way. And I'm like, okay.
They're walking. It takes longer.
It does take longer.
Well, you know, they have to get up to the top of those hills in Branson, and then they both sit on
Push
that
all
walker,
the way.
wheelie walker thing that he's got.
And write it down.
He's
Yeah.
riding that now. What else? I think winter is just around the corner is kind of a depressing idea for Friday.
Unless you like winter.
I love
I'm gonna
winter.
vote against it, but you guys are all in, so
Yeah, well,
that's good.
we won't put that on the Johnny Rooster show.
I won't vote against it on this show.
We don't get to choose.
I'll be all okay.
You
with
do,
it.
but I mean, nobody.
I'll be all good with that.
Here's what I get when I
I'm
say,
moving
hey,
to Florida.
what are we talking
That's
about
it.
today, guys? And everybody goes,
You didn't say that.
mm.
You just throw in whatever you got.
So, yeah.
Jay, is he always asking your opinion on what the topic is before?
Yes.
No.
Before,
Don't listen to him.
before he enters.
Do
the,
not listen to that.
It's on the
Yes.
screen, and you're like, "What are we talking about today?"
He says,
'Cause
he
it's already
does say,
there.
he says, so what are we talking about today? And then I say something and he's like, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah, it's something
Now,
else.
now, see, now,
Now it's
you
two against-
shouldn't
now
lie
it's-
on the
now
air,
it's-
Jay.
Now it's 2 against 1. That's not good. Let's go
No,
back to gang
Usually
up on
it's
Johnny.
usually I get a shoulder shrug and a I don't know.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I don't know?
Or
was-
actually, Jay's more articulate than that. He's like, I do not know.
what if I do not know? Was always that's always the topic.
Good morning, guys. One more chiropractor treatment after 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 times a week. Whoopee!
Once, twice, 3
Now
times.
I
a
can get back to
chiropractor.
watching my favorite fellas in the morning. Matt, where you been? I've missed you at church.
That's Linda.
I was called up to be the worship pastor for Northwest Baptist, and I accepted the position a few months ago.
Now we know.
Yep.
And knowing's half the battle.
Well,
Is that
some
copyrighted?
people are wondering
Probably
where
is.
you are.
G.I.
Some
Joe.
people don't. They don't know your schedule.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was on before, and I mentioned it.
But you can't always catch everything you hear.
You
No.
can't?
You can, but you'd have to really pay close attention constantly.
Hey, Jeremiah Umancy says, miss you guys.
Miss you too.
Good morning, Uncle Ray. Good morning, Jason B. Cobb. Jeremiah
morning.
Uman. Steve Schultz.
Get them in here and make a comment, you know.
Yeah, make a
McAllister said, Mickey Mac, I call him, says, see you shortly. Steve Schultz says, they got the heat on there? Yes, they do got the heat on here.
Well, that's why, because we're talking about winter, and Jay's bundled up like
Jay's always bundled
Laura
up.
Ingalls Wilder on the prairie or something.
On the
here.
prairie.
It's like the sleigh ride. Got your earmuffs on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has been known to wear earmuffs.
He's got
from time to time.
they call that a muffler when you put it over your hands like that.
I don't know, but
It
it
muffles
Good morning,
the cold.
Larry.
It doesn't really. I need a thicker one.
You need a bigger coat.
I need a bigger coat.
You riding your motorcycle
I just
today?
bought one the other day, and it looks
That'd
like
be
an
a little
older
chilly.
I
coat,
want to.
but man, it's heavy duty. I really like my new coat.
Anybody out there like winter, prefer winter to the other seasons? Because I want to see your comments.
Did you just shake your head no after you raised your hand?
He's
I don't
like,
prefer winter. I feel the cold.
who likes winter more than summer,
Well, I feel-
spring, and fall? Because I have trouble understanding those people.
Once it gets over
I mean, I like
Spring-
fall. I like fall
85
so
degrees.
much.
Spring and fall are my favorite seasons.
There you go.
Temperature-wise.
It's really hard to imagine winter being
And-
the favorite.
and I
mean,
like rain.
You
and
can
I love snow.
You can like snow. You can love snow, but do you have to prefer winter over the other seasons? That's,
Well, up until this
like,
winter,
why are moderate temperatures not better than?
I was about 100 pounds heavier, so I like the cooler temperatures better. I do get colder now, quicker.
Hey, so it is true.
It is
what
true.
they say.
Yes,
What do they say?
They say when you have more weight,
you get
hotter.
Yeah, well, it's natural insulation. I mean,
they say it.
look at the natural insulation of the seals and
I
the
was
whales.
thinking more
It's
of
all
a
blubber.
walrus when I was thinking about you several months ago, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not just
you have
you.
detusked yourself. Now you don't have the tusks, so I don't think walrus anymore.
No.
I mean, I do like to lay on my side and smack myself on the stomach.
walrus.
Can you imagine-
saying bull walrus.
Could you imagine me laying on my side,
You said
just smacking myself in the...
imagine the bull walrus on his natural habitat.
I love winter because I love coffee.
I don't
That's
know.
what
That's-
Jeremiah Uman says.
Yeah, but first coffee.
Steve Schultz says, no winter. He doesn't like
He's
winter.
anti-winter.
He's
Did he
anti-winter.
vote against it?
He votes against winter.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic.
sure you
no, my
vote
appointments
against
are 8
winter
a.m.
November
This and then
3rd.
miss your announcement. Okay.
I don't know if voting against winter is a good idea.
I don't think it's good because winter kills off the dead. Or it kills off the dead. It kills off the critters like the ticks.
And skeeters.
I think we have probably better chance of our
Okay.
votes actually affecting politics than we do weather.
I like that effective
Though
pause.
it's not far off.
It's
You know what
not.
I mean? Your vote affecting the weather is probably
That's the
maybe
next
it may,
thing.
maybe a percent or two higher that your vote will actually affect the weather.
I think there's people in California wanting to vote about the weather.
I bet they are. They probably have. They probably
for rain.
Feel as accomplished.
Maybe they could vote for rain.
Vote for rain.
It stops fires more than non-rain.
It does. Yes, it does.
It's been known to stop fires quicker than drought.
yes, it
Yeah.
does stop.
That's just me
Yes.
being a meteorologist.
That's
but
Call me a genius.
drought and
Water's
fire stops future fires better
So
than
should
rain.
we just keep burning and so that we don't have future fires?
yeah.
It's like, hey, if I'm in pain now, I'm going to stop my future pain by staying in pain.
Yes, because
know,
deserts,
just get-
deserts don't actually have fires very often.
No, because there's nothing to burn.
There's nothing.
It's
to
all
burn.
gone.
It's-
It's like
It's
what
like-
after the fire would
I
look
guess
like.
is this too soon?
No,
They're probably
I
still
mean-
burning, aren't they?
They probably wouldn't. Are they listening in California right now? Come on, chime in if you're.
Of course they are. If
If
you're
you're
from
right
California-
now in California, right currently,
We feel for you. Those fires, man, that's got to be scary.
that'd be terrifying.
It would be terrifying. But they're also pretty brave and experienced at it. I think most people who live in California, or a lot of people live in California.
You got to be brave to live in California.
Have you seen
My
them
sister lives
driving
there.
through the forest fire?
I like
on the
winter
roads and
Missouri,
stuff?
but not.
Like with smoke and fire on
Yes.
both sides?
See, my sister lives
like,
in
what do you-
California, and she's so brave. She produces bulletproof glass.
What?
She's got a handle on bulletproof glass industry.
They put handles on bulletproof.
She's got a grasp.
So you
She's
just
got
carry the
She's got a good. What do you
bulletproof-
call that when you got a good thing going?
a handle.
She's
on
got a
bulletproof
good
glass.
handle on this.
So that would be a shield,
That would be a shield, yeah.
a bulletproof shield.
But stay on the winter theme because people are checking in, and I like winter, but I don't.
A
love
new fire
winter.
started yesterday.
I like
Steve Schultz said.
snowballs,
I tolerate
sledding,
winter.
skiing.
Jeremiah Uman says that Spotify picked up his podcast and he actually gets paid to be on Spotify.
That is so
Cool.
cool because most
Congratulations.
people don't. I mean, show of hands, I don't get paid to be on Spotify.
I remember
I don't
whenever
get
you were
paid
new
to
at
be on
this.
anything. Well,
He just kind of
Hey, with Jeremiah, we're jealous.
he
now.
started
bit.
his podcast back when we started. I think around the same time we started ours.
I wonder if we could get people to pay us to not be on.
Yeah, well, no.
We could just be so
Like,
annoying
hey, you guys are
that people would be like, "We will pay you to stop this."
stop.
And then we would go against our contractual obligations to do so. We'd
Have you
find
got
a
a
way around it.
zit on your forehead?
Yeah.
Right above your left eyebrow.
It's a-
Because
it's a-
I got something right there too. I
It's
mean,
a broken one.
It's almost in the same spot as yours.
Well, you know, the
like
camera
twins.
can't see
Feeling
it.
really
So
weird if we got zit twins.
You guys are like twins.
Pimple twins.
You guys are like
we're
twins.
twits.
Pimple
I can hardly tell you
We're
apart.
twits.
Zit.
If it wasn't for the
zit
hat,
twins.
I wouldn't know the
Yeah,
difference.
I have to wear red and you have to wear black. If I could gain a little and you could lose a little, we meet in the middle.
Yeah.
You like it?
There wouldn't be much meat. in
Now,
the
if we,
I'm 180 something.
I am 240.
So we could.
Between
I don't want to
240
meet.
and
I don't want to
245.
meet you. I don't want to go up there. I'll just take it from you that it's cool being a big man.
Well, I mean, I've always been a bigger guy, anyways.
You're smaller than you were.
middle.
So
Well, 'cause
way
you're what,
smaller.
6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, I'm 6'13".
yeah, I'm
You're
5
6'13".
foot 13 and a half.
You're
I'm
6'13".
5 foot.
Well, technically,
13
if
and
you
a
want to
half,
do the
6'1".
the non-reduced fraction, it would be I would be 5'13".
I'm 5'13".
5'13".
Yeah,
John 5'13".
to be 6'1".
Favorite reference.
Is it?
No,
What is it?
I have no idea. 316.
You man's weighs 175.
Does
If I got
anybody-
hi
if
Audrey,
You guys look up John 5:13 right now, please. Just
John
just
5:13.
type it in. Don't
John
don't do it,
5:13.
Jay. Let the viewers
I have to do it.
Let them participate. This is
He wants to read along.
group therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
All
don't
right,
tell
all
me
right.
what. You don't have to boss
yeah,
me.
not the buzz. I mean, this is the Matt and Jay, not
he
the Matt.
yeah
and
he
Jay
comes on here.
Roosters.
He's all the time. He's bossing us around, isn't he, Jay?
Fridays
He's
are ugly.
bossy.
Fridays are cocky.
I think Mondays are
John.
That's
my
McAllister's time.
those are my more stressful days.
That's because Steve-O's in the building.
No,
Where
it's,
is he?
it's
He's-
I don't know.
He's
Where is it?
close. I sense that he's coming up the elevator.
Oh, this is a good one.
I've got this sixth sense about this.
Sorry, I've been getting.
I would venture to say hi, Chris, and hi, Shell, and these awesome people that are on my live, which you're.
I am actually getting
you
ready
sh-
to.
You should go over to the real live
Well,
session.
Now that
Chris,
reference
yeah.
by itself
Shell.
is
Is what?
That
not
what?
very telling of much.
What is not? What isn't? I'm
John
not-
5:13.
What does it say?
I can't say it because
Is
you
it-
told me not to.
Oh, hey everybody that's got John 5:13 on your reference Bible, pull it out off the shelf or dust it off, or just get the old device and click on it like everybody else. John 5:13, and then once somebody chimes in with that, if they put it on the comments,
He's really bossy this morning.
Jay is going to read it.
He is bossy.
That's just me. That's my humble opinion. Jay, why don't you read that one? Once they somebody put John 5:13 in the comments, and then we can do this.
And he that was healed knew not who it was, for Jesus had removed himself away, a multitude being in that place.
That's going to have to be in English
like-
for me.
It's like a Biden statement.
That's like King
Sorry.
James Biden.
Sorry. Sorry. That was uncalled for.
Because if you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters.
yeah.
I want equal time.
All right, I'm going to go to
You said Biden, so I got to say Trump.
I saw an interesting sign that said "buy," like it's in "buy."
Yeah.
Dawn.
Buy
B-O-N,
dawn.
like buy dawn.
Biden.
I mean, there's a lot of really clever signage out there right now.
Buy
I'm not
dawn.
gonna say which one I prefer over the other.
I'm
But
not either.
but they are.
My hat speaks for me.
I hope we don't get in trouble for that.
Well,
No.
I've never been in trouble.
But that's why the views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those
That's
of
right.
Ministry
That
X
dis-
Media
that's-
Group and
you-
or their affiliate and
We've
support
done
of
You have a
Ministry X
disclaimer
impersonations.
for a reason. It's free
Huh?
speech.
We've done Trump impersonations.
Do we get?
You
free
remember?
speech?
Okay, so
Are
do
we
you
voting for free speech?
remember
I'm
whenever I
voting
was
for
like
free speech.
when I was like I'm gonna do my my impression of Joe Biden, and I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, but and you're like, beautiful, perfect,
That's
perfectly done.
That's all you got to do. Yeah, I got one for
Actually,
you.
he keeps it together pretty well. I don't know if you watch his entire speeches. Now, the interviews where they're talking about policy and the Democratic Party convention policies, he's not very good at a script.
No, he's not.
But if you ask him what he thinks of something, he'll
yeah,
tell you.
he can do it off
And he can do
script,
it well.
which is good. That's a good way to be.
It is, yeah.
You want to be a good off script.
It's not good for that's well. He's lost 2 bids for the presidential seat.
You don't play well when you're off script, but
Which you talk about on your show on Monday mornings.
Yeah.
yes,
Just the facts.
Yes.
Trump versus Biden.
So what are you trying to say, Matt? This isn't the place or the time.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
you-
saying,
you-
save your content
save
for
your
then, so
Monday-
you're not.
So we did a Biden impression. We need to
Save your
okay,
Monday blues.
okay.
That
We
impression
did a
was
Biden
huge.
impression.
Huge. Huge.
Could be huge.
The biggest ever. Nobody's seen it
My
before.
tan bill is huge.
Nobody's
Huge.
seen this impression before.
That's the best impression. Nobody's ever seen
I-
it like this before.
Yeah.
I like to be the author of originality, and I've got one for you guys. I'm going to release this joke on the airwaves.
Oh no, not another
It's
one.
family friendly,
Jay Wells, welcome to the
It's-
party.
somewhat religious, and here we go. Actually, it is non-religious. This is a question. What do non-religious people drink during Christmas?
Whatever they want.
Agnostic.
Agnostic.
Hit the laugh track, buddy.
Agnostic.
Agnostic. Agnostic.
It's like a popsicle.
I'm agnostic.
Eggnog. I
I'm
get
going
it.
to drink my eggnog stick. Get it? Eggnog. Agnostic.
Well, that's
Eggnog.
like, how does
That's what they drink.
how does
Johnny.
Moses
non-religious people.
how does Moses make his tea?
How does Moses make his tea?
He brews it.
He brews it.
He brews
But
it.
see, that ain't an original. That's not from you originally.
No.
I
Well,
manufacture these things, man.
you did manufacture that
put
one,
it in
and
the,
man,
the,
whoo,
the
howdy.
joke factory.
You could tell you made it because
Working on
It's
it.
not funny
because
at all.
it's not funny.
Agnostic. Working on it at the joke factory.
That's
reminds
what
me-
makes it
You
funny.
guys are getting on me for that. Hey,
It's like a pudding pop.
what? How so?
It's like a pudding pop.
Tell me more.
Eggnog stick. How do you
Eggnog-
put eggnog on a stick?
Eggnog on a stick.
You'd have to freeze
I'm
it, but then it wouldn't be a
agnostic.
drink
I'm
unless you call it a
agnostic.
pop.
Yes.
Then maybe it could be considered.
See, I've got to throw the other one at you because you had to think about it the last time.
That's
but
like that one my dad
I've got to
said.
say it because people need to hear it
You
again.
ever heard about the
Hello,
agnostic
good
dyslexic
morning.
insomniac?
Good morning.
I don't think we can tell that joke again, Johnny. Really.
What?
Too much.
I think twice is too much.
Twice is too much.
Do you ever hear about
Once
the
is too much.
agnostic
Twice is
dyslexic insomniac?
Woo. No.
He stayed up all night all the time wondering if there really is a dog.
Morning, twice as fun.
Well,
there was
is there
Mrs.
really a
Mickey
dog?
Mac.
Was there?
Casey Goen. Long time
All
no
right.
see.
I told an agnostic.
How would you
joke.
doing?
So aren't we talking? We're talking about.
Troy, I see his coffee cup.
Is it too
Are
early
you
for
trying to
winter?
say something, Steve-O?
That's great. Well done.
Good
Oh,
morning.
that's what Dennis
You
is
have a
saying to
sixth
Jeremiah.
sense? You had a
Sixth
sixth sense?
sense about you showing up, and I believed you were on the elevator when I was
That was
saying
a-
And he wasn't.
I know, but that was a long ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 10
a long
minutes
ride.
ago.
You were probably not in the
We was
parking
at,
Morning,
lot.
we was
Gianna.
at Glenstone when you said that.
Okay. Well, I had that sixth sense off, so it's like a 5.5 cents. Didn't get my 6 cents worth.
Looks like he made
Two,
it.
2 cents. And
Thank
6
you,
cents.
thank you, thank you very much.
Welcome
Good
to-
morning.
Welcome to
Everybody.
Friday.
What we got? We got Casey going. I haven't seen you in years, Casey. You need to get a hold of me after this show. I need
And
to
the
see
Good morning,
how-
Jen.
Sunshine Band.
Huh?
What?
And the Sunshine Band.
Oh, are they the ones that did Looks Like You Made It?
No, Casey.
Yeah, that's my friend, my
Oh, is it
childhood friend,
not
Casey.
Casey. It's Casey.
She lived across the street from me.
Not KC.
Her dad was my
Never
boxing
mind.
coach. Her dad was my boxing coach.
Her
It's-
dad boxed.
And they lived across the
It's
street.
Friday.
So whenever he said, "Did you run today?"
Run, run.
I couldn't say yes and not have actually done it because he was in the car behind me. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
are they
if he was in
talking
the
about?
car behind you, obviously you were running.
Yes, and he would not slow down. Like if I slowed down to a certain, like
Casey
I mean,
and
he
the
was
Sunshine
like
Band.
right up on my heels, like
giving
literally.
you flats.
Yes,
Do you wear heels?
He
Sometimes.
does wear heels.
sometimes. I
Check
I
out
used
those heels.
I used to
He's got some bad boy.
Are you saying you're a real heel?
I used to wear heels whenever I was
Steve.
bigger, but I kept striking
The
oil.
cruelty.
So
What happened?
I said I used to wear heels all the time when I was bigger, but I kept striking oil.
And every time he stepped down lower, he would hear Chinese voices.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could dig a hole to China. That's
Yeah,
what Mom told
What
me.
about that? What about that walrus joke I heard earlier?
You talking about?
I like the word bull walrus because it flows. Bull walrus.
Yeah, because
I
that's
was
so
on the
much
road.
better.
And we were just.
I'm not a
laughing.
walrus.
No, no.
I'm a bull walrus.
Johnny, you got to work on some more material. Let's hear it. What do you got now?
Well,
Give us a new one. Another new one.
He's got to save it for a show.
He's tapped out. That's all he's got.
No. I'm not tapped out. I'm just getting warmed up.
You got to save it for your show.
There's this guy just walking down this Mexican village, and he's got his little Australian dog with him. The dog's dressed up in pink feathers. He walks by.
Bow wow, mate.
Hold
Bow
on.
wow. Sorry.
He walks by none other than the drummer for the Beatles talking to Daniel Boone's best friend about a popular senior citizen game.
This is
What
intense.
does that mean? Single gringo, flamingo dingo, ringo mingo, bingo lingo. Now that's a lot. It takes a lot because it's like an airplane.
You
It
had
flew
to
right
ask,
over you
didn't you,
guys.
Jay?
I did.
Yeah, if
I
you got
withdraw
a
the
single
question.
gringo, flamingo,
like to
dingo,
officially
ringo,
withdraw
mingo,
the
bingo,
question.
lingo, you'd have to know a lot to even
I'd like
understand
to officially
that one.
withdraw the question.
If
Your
anybody
Honor.
understands that one,
I
go
move to
ahead and
strike
say
from the record.
understand. If you're confused, type confused.
Boy, there's going to be a lot of confusion going on.
There's a lot to say and a lot to think about.
There is.
It
There
took
is a
me
lot
a day
there.
and a half to come up with the
Well,
whole.
wait till you hear the
scenario.
story that
You should
my
do
friend.
another day.
It was while I was working I came up with that.
Really?
It was
That is
hard to
amazing.
do. It's hard to do that
So
stuff
how do
while
you
you're sitting-
construct a joke like that?
You don't sit sedentary. You walk it out.
You walk
You
out the
really
joke.
got to work
You
on
know,
these jokes.
one of our viewers doesn't like that.
Okay.
You know why?
One. We have
That
we have
one.
more than one.
Because it was a dog. That was a cat noise.
The cat noise.
That was a joke. That was
I
a
thought
joke.
that might have been me.
You know,
Cat was
I
feeling
have a friend of mine
underrepresented.
named Ozark Nelson, and he has a story
I
to
like
tell.
that name.
A story to tell called what was that, Rachel? Wonky Donkey.
Wonky Donkey.
Oh,
His
they
name
haven't
is
even heard it
Ozark.
yet.
If I had, yeah, all the
Just
controls.
kidding. That was the joke.
We need stuff to throw. Can you imagine?
Really crude.
Oh man.
They didn't even hear the story
wanna
yet.
hear
and I'm
it.
already
I'm gonna
getting
change
booed.
the
I want to
title.
hear it.
I'm going to change the title of the
Do
show right now as we speak
Chaos.
to.
This is an epic.
Are
title
you
change.
confused?
This is a title. This is a title changer right here. Go ahead, Wonky Donkey. Ozark. His
It's
name's
going to be
Ozark?
Wacky Tacky Friday today.
His name is Ozark.
Huh?
His name is Ozark.
His name is Ozark Nelson. Actually, his real name's Kevin.
I don't care what his name is for real. I like Ozark Nelson.
Wait till you hear him.
I'm
my name's
Ozark.
You know what? He will be here next week.
Oh, we put the O in Ozark.
Yeah, Kevin and Rochelle.
What's Wonky Donkey all about?
Wacky Tacky Friday.
Did you change it?
It's wacky,
Now
and
people are-
it's tacky.
Wow,
It's the
get
morning
down.
What
drive.
happened to
and
winners
he
right
had
around
3
the
legs.
corner?
Yeehaw.
I need to record that. Man, we sound like a
Can I
bunch
tell
of
about
kids
the
at a
Catholic nun?
elementary school cafeteria right now.
We do, except for the flying food.
Yeah, I was just going to say there was no food, so we can't fly.
Can I share
Except for that. And you know what? I used to
Is that
eat
loud?
at a
It's
cafeteria
weird.
where there were flies, and they couldn't. It's like people would be. The ladies would, lunch ladies would actually have fly swatters.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was that bad. Yes.
Sorry about that.
You
Did
know,
you
I
drop
got
your watch?
I got a story about a fly.
I don't know
It's
why.
a true story.
I don't know
It's
why you got a story
it's-
about a fly.
There's this day like today. It was colder after being warm, and this fly was sitting. And this is a true story. This fly is sitting there on a gas pump. I'm at the gas station. That's how I know. And the fly is like struggling. It's like barely inching along. So I did the manly thing, and I flicked at it, and just to see if it would move, and it fell into a puddle. Now it's gone from bad to worse. The fly is literally kicking around in this puddle. So I decided to myself, I'm going to determine the fate of this fly. I'm in control of this fly's fate. I'm going to go in and pay for the gas, and when I come back, if it's still struggling, I'm going to release him and let him get out. So I'm going to see if he can swim while I'm in. I came back out. He was still struggling. So I help him along. He gets out. This is a true story. So he gets out and he's walking along. He's sunning himself. And then I mashed him with my foot because I can control the fate of that fly.
Hold on.
I rescued him and then I destroyed him because I'm in control of the fate of the fly.
that's very-
I felt like
I don't know why he destroyed the
I'm
fly.
an almighty. I'm the almighty fly.
I guess he'll die.
destroyer.
I
saved him
destroyed
and
a
then
few
I
flies.
destroyed him.
Hey, you don't know why you swallowed the fly, but
I didn't swallow, but at
no,
least
no,
I
you
had-
mashed the fly.
perhaps.
I don't know why.
This is the creaky door of that joke
It's not really a joke, but it really happened.
closing.
Wow,
It did really
you know,
happen.
I waited
That's
him
it.
out.
You know what really happened? A fly was on Vice President Pence's head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the same fly that was on.
I saw a
Hillary's
joke
head
because it
last
showed a
year.
picture of a fly on who was it on
Pelosi?
Biden's head. And a fly on somebody else's head, and then it
Biden.
showed the fly on Pence's head. It said even the flies have switched or something like that.
Yeah,
Whoa.
changing parties.
See, that's cool though.
Bite on. Biden.
See, the donkey thought it was funny. That's the
Bite
wonky
on.
donkey.
Wonky donkey donkey.
Good morning, Stephanie. You can
Good
say
morning,
hi.
Sam Morrow.
Stephanie, Rachel's here,
Good morning to John Garrison.
and
Mike
Sandra
and
Humphreys.
Sandy Combs.
Bork. Is that how you pronounce it? I want to make sure that
Well,
that's
there's a
right,
lot going on
Sandra.
this morning, Jay.
You
There is a lot
pronounce it.
going on.
It's like there's no point or anything.
Remember that one? Those two guys, like, let's just say it's me and Steve. We were driving along, and we get to this town, and the town's name is like Oxyconking. And I was like, Oxyconking? No,
Isn't that a-
and Steve-O says, no, it's Oxyconking.
Isn't that like? Don't you have to have a prescription for that?
And I was like, I said, no. I said, no, it's Oxyconking. And Steve-O's like, no, it's Oxyconking. So I said, we'll settle this. So we pull up to the first place we get to. And we go in and we say, hey, we want to know something. You settle this for us. Where are we? And say it real slow and real careful so we can get it. And the guy goes, Dairy Queen.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oxycontin.
Did you have too much?
Suddenly, we're a talk radio show in the '90s.
I want you guys to chime in with your comments.
or there's a certain radio station
Jana
that
Hell
used to be
says,
on TV. That
bad
we-
story.
Don't forget to like and share
Read,
these videos, please.
like, and share.
That's the best way you can help us.
Axe
Actually,
Media Group.
You know, we were told that we could be those guys that was popular on TV with the radio station.
We have the face for radio is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but we could be in Ohio, in Cincinnati. See, they thought it was funny.
Cincinnati's funny.
They, that-
WKR something or other.
yeah. Yeah.
Once I opened Pandora's box of
WKRP
sounds,
stands
it's
for
just
Walter
it's terrible.
Cronkite.
We-
Rotten.
That's when the
person.
show completely derails. Usually,
Did you know that in the night sky when it's
John-
clear,
John.
this past week you could see 9 of the planets? You know what that means?
That's even Pluto.
All of the planets were in view in our hemisphere.
My
You know
Was
what
it
that
7
means?
or 9?
Are you saying they were aligned?
I'm saying 9. I'm a
Were you
9
saying they were
planet guy.
aligned?
No, they
Oh,
were
you
all
can't see
they were
Pluto.
all in alignment enough that they would be in the same hemisphere sky.
Right.
You
The
cannot
same
see
sky in
Pluto
the
with the
hemisphere.
naked eye, but you can put some clothes on your eye and you can see him just fine.
Which is actually that's
Be ready, buddy. Be ready.
no, wait, listen.
that's a pretty significant event when
It
you
is
think
when you
about
are.
all of the planets being in their revolving
It
around
is.
the sun to
So
be
they're on their
in
way
the
to
same
being in
sky
line.
at night
When
Oh
the
man, I got a bunch
planets
of
lined
people here.
Now
Well,
we
they're
need
not-
to
they're
Chris
not-
Pearson,
reply to
brother?
these people.
because they're all.
Brenda Lane,
Take care of your people.
Jimmy Pendergrass,
How often does that happen?
Scott Holland. Welcome to my party.
I don't know. I don't know.
Good
I
morning,
imagine it probably
Scott.
happens more often than we
I
realize.
know you're not on my
'Cause
watch
the
party,
Earth
but that's
turns.
okay, bro.
So if the Earth's spinning and they're all in,
Earth turns slowly.
I don't know.
I
I wonder
feel the-
actually.
Are you? Was that an Owl City reference?
I don't know
It
the
was.
name of that band.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
love
current.
that band.
Yeah, that is a
That is a cool band.
It's kind of like
Kinda
Firefly.
hard
I like
to
Firefly.
Awake
That's
when
the name
I'm
of that is
asleep.
Firefly.
I like Fireflies.
Everything is never as it seems. That is actually a really, really good group. They're actually a Christian group. They do In Christ Alone, And it's an amazing rendition.
You know, I hear. You know what they? I think at the Branson.
Ben Wagner.
I thought you were doing a Biden
Ben-
impression.
Ben Wagner. He's got so many teeth problems. I got to say, buddy, you've been through more than just an election year, buddy.
At the
You
Branson,
are.
I hope your dentures are doing well.
Did we lose everybody?
No, we didn't. No.
People are like,
Janice
drop it
says
off,
you're
drop,
full
drop,
of
drop,
pee
drop.
and vinegar today.
wow, that was good, Jana.
Who's full of pee and vinegar? Which one?
I'm vinegar.
Yeah,
I'll
just-
take that if I'm going to take one of the
You're
other.
in
I'm not gonna
trouble.
I'm not going to drink the pee.
I'm not either.
I like this.
Or
I
the
like the
Kool-Aid.
quietness right after
Or
that.
the
He's like,
Kool-Aid.
That's quite acidic.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
So is the vinegar. You drink the pee. I'm drinking the vinegar.
I drink the pee. You drink vinegar. I drink
play
pee.
joke.
You funny.
Me racist. This is stupid. Where are we going with this?
We're not going anywhere with
This
this.
is wacky. The views and opinions. The views and opinions. West Show.
Could you imagine the views and opinions on the show
Easy,
are not
easy,
necessarily...
easy. We don't want to offend any Japanese listeners. or
No, that's
viewers.
true. That's true. No,
Where are they?
Easy peasy. Did you say
If, you're,
easy peasy?
if you are sitting in Tokyo right now, please put it in the comments.
Yes.
In the Japanese characters. So that we,
Yes.
not Korean and not Chinese. I want Japanese characters.
Me too.
Well, I can't tell the Rachel. I mean,
I can tell the difference.
Stephanie could, but I couldn't tell
I
the
can
difference.
tell the difference.
I could.
I'm a missionary at heart.
Well, yes, you are.
Sam Morrow, thank you for joining us. Mike and Sandy Combs, I would say hello to you, but I don't remember who you are, so I don't care.
Oh,
Yes,
she
I do.
doesn't-
That is
Mike
super
and
mean.
Sandy- This
You
is just
just said
mine.
you were a missionary.
I like Mike and Sandy Combs, whoever
Oh.
you are. I just can't recall you.
right.
You were just saying I care.
you for
I'm a
watching.
missionary, but now you don't care.
I do care.
Oh, okay.
Mike and Sandy, I think, just dropped off.
Did they really?
I don't know. I can't tell. They probably dropped off long
They
ago.
should remind you.
Can
Surely
you,
it was some event where
could
they
you
met
put
you
on
as-
the comments, Mike,
Jenna, it's one of those Fridays, so forgive them.
Father, forgive us, for we know not what
I
we
could have
say.
said that, but I was going to go there.
So that no.
Can I tell you about the Catholic
I'll
nun?
I'll save it.
She's in the grocery store looking over the lemons. A white fairy lands on the lemons, scares her so much. She pulls out the spray, starts spraying, and then she says the prayer that we all know. Pale fairy, full of mace, arrested art thou among lemons. It's a little
You're not
play.
going to bury yourself again,
like
Rachel.
the
She
play on
was
the-
she was over there earlier
Like,
doing
oh
this.
no! Oh no! It's a Catholic prayer joke. Original,
Oh,
of course.
Now you realize that there could be Catholics watching this
Yes,
show too.
I want them to. If they're Catholic, put Catholic in the comment line.
She said all of us are full of pee and vinegar.
I love my Catholic
I'm not.
friends.
I'm full of. Well, I'm not going to go there.
That's the Johnny Rooster.
Did you know? I didn't know I had that.
Thank you,
Oh.
and you need that because that one's.
This is
Good
what
morning,
we need each
Ashley
one of us when we're
Farrar.
all really talkative.
Thank you for not
Get
saying
an actual
shut up.
Hey,
bell,
Bert Rigo, Uncle Bert, T. Bert.
you know, for the person who wants to talk. That'll be like our safe word.
Jay
to
has the floor.
Get everybody
you know,
to.
for example.
We have a guest on here, T. Bert, or it may be my auntie Leanne.
Tell us about.
Good morning,
that.
Rob Judkins.
I'm sending
nice to
hearts
see
your
you.
way.
I
Or
want
nice
to interact in real time with you people, and I want you to say this. If you are voting in November, be sure and vote November 5th
Why?
for yourself, because it'll all be over by then.
Nick
You
Bell,
won't have a
welcome.
choice by then. November 3rd will come and go.
Bert,
Vote for yourself November 5th, because you'll
Welcome.
feel better.
Israel, welcome.
Israel. Okay. Good morning, Israel.
You know that November 5th will be
Did
on
you
a
know Israel?
Thursday.
Huh?
You don't know Israel.
No,
do you?
I'm just saying good morning.
It
I'm
is
just being
real.
nice.
How real is it? It is real. I just thought of that.
That's a good one.
Well, Jesus is real.
Jesus, Israel.
Janine, welcome
Jerusalem,
to my party.
Israel. Jerusalem, Israel. Tel Aviv,
The
Israel.
USA is right in the middle of Jerusalem, you know.
Israel. Israel.
Yeah, Israel.
Israel jokes.
Well, exactly.
Steve-O.
Exactly my thought.
Steve-O.
So today's topic at the beginning of the show was winter is around the corner, and we did cover that. It is getting chillier.
As in the
You know, there
cold
was frost
winter.
on our top of our car this morning. I'm like, what in the world's that? And we
Yeah,
haven't
they
seen it in so
shovel it.
long.
And then now it's Wacky Tacky Friday.
I'll tell you about
It's
winter.
been wacky tacky.
People used to have to stop and shovel snow and get out and do all that and then go to school. Now there's a little bit of frost and they close school.
See? Exactly.
Seriously, they close school at the drop of a snowflake.
True.
I mean, they're so scared.
We were just talking about that on the way up here.
Are the bus tires worse than when I was a kid? Because
well,
come
it's
on.
you know, in Branson, it's like hills.
But
and,
weren't there hills 30 years ago?
Yeah, I'm sure there
I
was.
was-
I was,
Bigger hills.
I was
Yeah.
there 30 years ago, and there were still hills. In
They would
Branson.
chop the top
They
off
were
of them,
not
yeah.
closing
Oh, you're
Branson's.
out past T Highway though.
Yes, so you gotta realize-
it's really.
But we're not.
Exactly.
We weren't stopping school in the 70s. We didn't stop school at the drop of a snowflake. But
Well, there
they
were
do
more
now.
schools and they were smaller, so they weren't
Good
spread
point.
out quite as much.
Growing up in Willard, first of all, it sucked having to watch for the school closings because we were at the very end of the list. And the only time we were closed is if
were you, the
Springfield was
Z?
closed. And Springfield never closed. Hardly.
Oh, you weren't
It seemed like that in
Winona.
Waterford or Clarkson too. It's
Ava,
I'd have
Ava
to
always
wait.
gets the first.
Steve Schultz says, "Hey Jay, you need to get the stick."
Yeah,
What is the stick?
Well, okay,
I
so
don't know if I
when we
want
used to do the show just on axradio.com only, which you can also go there
.com.
and catch some reruns because they're playing on 24/7. Anyways, the audio versions of everything. So trying to connect. It says trying.
I know,
Oh, there
it
we go.
says
It's
that
connected again.
constantly.
Um,
It's part of the intrigue.
so there was a walking stick that Jay had out of what is it, giraffe maple or whatever.
it was walnut.
Giraffe.
It was walnut, but it
It had
looked like a giraffe.
hide.
But the way it was carved,
Did it have a hook?
it had giraffe pattern, with
Giraffe
brown
wood.
and white.
And it always was behind him, and that was the running joke. Whenever I would get out of hand or Jay would get out of hand, we'd have to get the stick and beat each other with it.
I've got one of those
Which could
paddles
easily
that
reach
has
across
the
studio.
little bouncy ball attached to it, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
broke the bouncy ball, so now it's just a paddle. I could bring that.
We could
Just
use
kind of
it.
corrective measures.
You sure that you want to bring that, Johnny?
Corporal punishment.
We'll just
Taylor,
we'll just
Shelby
burn your
Cross.
name into it. You know it'll be a you.
You know, back in the old days.
Yeah.
In the old days.
And you don't even say anything. You just say
Did you ever? Were you in school? You were in school during corporal punishment. You're of
during
during
what now?
corporal punishment.
Yes.
They could paddle you at school.
Oh yeah, they could. My gym teacher actually had a paddle.
Did he paddle you ever?
Not
got
me. No, I was
Not me.
innocent.
I got paddled. Hey guys, I got paddled.
Did you ever get paddled?
I got paddled, but it was at school, but my dad was the school principal.
Oh no.
He started a
Oh.
Christian school, so by age grade 6 and up,
So he didn't get paddled; he got beat with the rod.
I got beat with the rod
Wow.
because it's like in the
No
Proverbs.
staff,
Is
just
it
a rod.
Proverbs?
I mean,
Proverbs. The rod of correction will drive it far from him.
Drive what?
Foolishness or folly. That's what
folly. It's folly.
So folly is not like
Folly is like a
Yeah,
habitual.
folly, Chris. Oh.
It's,
I knew
it's
you were
the
going
way
there
you
with that.
think.
right, and it's also usually a. So folly also is like devastation.
Yes, it
It's
causes
like to fall.
destruction. But Folly, folly.
Yeah.
Folly, which is
If you guys want to Google folly, for the
Hey, you
description-
spelled that right, didn't you?
I did.
Is there two different ways of spelling it?
Well, he was indicating
like if you trip and fall a lot, you're a little folly.
F-A-L-L. F-A-L-L. Folly.
FOLLY
Folly.
is like
Foolishness.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I
that's
thought.
what that means. I think
no.
no.
You're a
Hey,
little
what do you
folly,
say?
though, but that's funny.
Folly is different from foolishness.
I think so.
Definition,
Yeah.
Webster, Mr. Webster.
Folly is like
Here's our
more
dictionary.
devastating.
All right, let's do it. If you guys can
Our
look up
principal
the-
in grade
the word
school
folly.
would paddle your butt. He couldn't catch me. Laugh out loud. That's what Jana said.
Well, you are a fast runner.
Oh, that's right.
Is that Jana?
Yeah, that's Jana Hale.
Yeah, she's my friend.
We're gonna say this. Run, Jana, run.
Exactly. No, yeah, Jenna.
Come
yeah,
on,
and that's what they
Jana.
did.
There's this really cool wristband I have. It says red light runner. That'd be Jana. She'd be running all the red lights just to get away from that principal and his paddle.
Jana, did you
I don't
hear
have
that?
a paddle.
Can you imagine a principal?
You and I will be talking
wielding
later.
A paddle? Jana's running from the principal. He's wielding the paddle. Come back here, Jana. You're not. I'm not done. I got more. Jana became the star of our show. And that's what I like about our guests, our freedom riders. They're out there watching us. And
Cha-ching, exactly.
It's all about them.
It is. It's all about you
Because
folks.
we're not sitting
It
here.
is.
We aren't sitting here just for ourselves.
Really rich.
I'm sitting here.
I am the last
Matt
one.
and
No,
Jay
I'm-
sit here every morning. I want to put in a plug for the morning drive, okay?
What?
Matt
Considering
and
we're
Jay,
on the morning drive.
they consistently get in here every day. They Monday through Friday put in the job, make it work, and get the topics, okay? I just jump in here once in a while, but these guys are the real force behind this show.
Yes, they
So
are.
you guys listen in Monday through Friday, especially tune in early on Monday for an exceptional, politically motivated treat.
With yours truly there.
And,
And
then
it is
get in here
non-biased,
at 8
wouldn't you say?
o'clock. At 8:05 to 8.
We're about as non-biased
between
as you can
8
get.
and 8:05. Sometimes it's 8 o'clock.
So folly is propensity to go in the wrong direction.
Actually,
as
his
it
show
means
is
in the
on
Bible.
his show is on at 7:35,
Yes.
right?
7:30.
That's on
7:30
Mondays.
to 7:55, 7.
Yeah, it's not going to go right up till 8.
No.
I've been more realistic. My show is 9 to 10. 9:05 to 9:49 in 22 seconds. Let's be more realistic.
Yeah, that
Give
would
the
be about
audience
it.
what they really get. I don't
And
lie.
so for those, but you got to remember,
There ain't no 10 o'clock
this
about
is
it.
Central Time we're talking about.
Central-
There's
Okay,
Eastern
so
Time.
I
Daylight
used
time.
to. All right, so I used to give us 5 minutes, but we don't have between shows. But I don't have enough time to get
You need
switch
10
over.
minutes.
So and then I went with 15,
And then 20.
and then I was like, okay, well it's got to be so 10.
so we're
I
gonna
think
call it
15 would be
9:50.
great, but
15's
Nine-
pushing it though, isn't it?
9:02 to 9:50.
But is
I'd
it
say 9 to 9:50.
Isn't 15
I like
minutes
saying
like pushing
9:02 because that's when it really is. If they tune
Not
in
always.
at 9, if they tune at 9, they're just going to see a blank screen.
not always. Not always.
Then they're going to hear a blank screen for 5 minutes,
They could always hear some music.
and then they'll go. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of Johnny Rooster and not of your.
Not that you care, but
That's like a gerbil running in our hamster.
hamster running in a wheel.
Guess that sound.
It is that time of year.
Guess that sound.
It's a crow.
Good job. Okay, do another one. He can't see the screen. He's going to guess. What was that?
That was that was me coughing.
That was a COVID cough, not just any cough.
Well, how do you know
pretty
if it's COVID between a COVID? That's a really bad snowmobile.
No.
It's actually chainsaw.
Yes.
Yes.
And what brand? What brand? Steel.
Steel. Yeah.
They're Steel the one.
Let's not talk about the brand.
I like
I don't want to
it.
be talking
It's
about the
what's
brand.
on the picture.
I don't want to get my hand slapped.
Husqvarna. Okay, go ahead. What's,
All right, enough with the product dropping, everybody.
what's the last one?
I didn't say anything.
What's the next one?
I know what you meant when.
What's that
Excuse yourself.
one? What is it?
That was a bad burp.
Good. I'm glad you didn't say the other.
That was me putting my arm through a window. No.
Wait a second. There's
That's you. That's a fit. Hey, Heather.
No, I already did that. I don't want to do that anymore.
No, don't break any more windows. Heather Mellon. Heather,
If you only knew.
That was a devious
I just
laugh.
want to say thank you for showing up today.
Ding, 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 ding.
We're endeavoring to get an interaction going here. You like these glasses? They're free. I just found them on the floor.
That was definitely something.
I think those belong to somebody.
20-second rule.
I think those belong
These
to.
are mine after 20 seconds if I see them on the floor.
No, actually, I think those are Blenda Johansson's.
They
So-
look
Yeah,
like
they're
a Belinda's.
Blendas.
These look like
They-
a Belinda's. Actually, I didn't find them here, but they do look like somebody's glasses.
They do look like Belinda's. So,
So-
Belinda, if you're looking for your glasses,
Belinda,
they're right there.
Come and get them. In fact, if your name is Belinda Johansson, put it in the comments.
They may be one of their guests or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? They'll be here today, right? I assume.
Yeah.
If your name is not Belinda Johansson, don't put that in the comments.
I like doing laughter like in inappropriate times. Is that good?
Yeah,
I feel like you're
that'll
inappropriate
work.
sometimes.
I do.
Jay, what did we do to your show?
Nothing.
We took it over.
It's not my show.
It's God's
It's
show.
our show. It's Matt and
What
Jay's
if we
show.
said it's
That's
God's
right.
show?
So, do we
Got
want to
all
hear the
scriptural.
scripture of the day?
Yes, we do.
You may not.
John 5:13.
Psalm 19:14.
I heard.
Get this. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer.
My rock and redeemer.
You had to say that one. That's awesome. No, I
Amen.
like that. Ephesians 4:32 is one that I always like too.
Which
I
one's that?
thought you liked
Do
John
not-
5:13.
Do not let any unwholesome words come out of your mouths, but
Yeah.
only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And
Yeah.
may that be what we do.
Yeah.
Amen.
I don't
Amen.
know.
That,
I think,
that is really
Amen.
solid.
but I think that there's time for
Levity.
levity. Yeah.
It says avoid foolish talk and coarse joking, but I'm not always avoiding light-hearted conversation. I'm not doing coarse joking. We're not being rude. We're just being obnoxious.
Right.
It's
Some
different.
people might think
was
it's
fun.
rude,
I'm
but
not-
it's
I'm
really
not
obnoxious.
dropping rude comments.
I think that's amazing,
about
though. I think
people.
that's a.
And
that's
it's
a good-
okay once in a while to do that. I mean, like you said earlier this week, I think that it's really important that we have fun.
who listen to you is like, do you speak English?
I'll see what?
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, go on. Continue.
Anyway, yes,
Yes.
I think it's proper. I can't believe I'm doing this. Anyway, I think it's a good idea that we joke around and have fun. As long as there's a balance, like you said, as long as there's a balance where if there's something serious we need to really talk about,
Yeah.
we need to stay serious in that.
That's right.
But if we see a joke coming on, there needs to be a proper time to do that.
Yeah.
Like today, there's been nothing really serious.
You don't want to
but-
interrupt the jokes pretty much today,
Right.
but
Yeah, I think there's time for it though, because I think on my mind has been a lot of complex and difficult political stuff to wade through,
Right.
and a whole hour of just joking around and having fun with friends and people that
good.
you trust
Good for the
is
soul.
Right.
important.
And
Yeah.
you can do that and balance it out. But if something serious comes up, we need to talk about it. And
like
because
let's say a fly lands on your forehead,
Yeah,
we got to talk about it.
it's serious.
yeah.
Mike Pence.
You know
is
what
not
that
alone.
means? You know what that sound means?
Because it's not really going up to the hour; it's going up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Well,
and that's
you know
what
what
time
that
it
sound
is.
means? It means I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today and dealing with our craziness. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for the Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt on the other side of the
You can
the
be
room
in your
here.
own cartoon.
So, also followed by the Happy Hour with Dr. Paul and Nancy. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
My name is Steve.
Bless you, my child.
and this has been
The
Morning Drive.